Welcome back to another rewatch. Round dose. Alrighty. Um, just a side note, I don't remember this being a snow map, so maybe it was, and I just had the mod that, like, no snow. But I guess that doesn't apply to rewatches? Maybe? That's the only thing I can think of why this is snow, and I don't remember it being snow. Anyways, without further ado, we have the team in the north. Tanner as the Goths. I have not seen Tanner Goth. Oh good, that rewatch is done. Do that here in a second. Then we have in the red, Jono as the Franks. That is his Civ. His OG Civ. I love spewing all those paladins out, and when he does, it gets nasty. Then we have Jeff as the Spanish. Then we have Jake as the Rootin' Tootins in the green. Then on the other side, we have Taylor as the Spanish. We have, changing colors all around, we have Chase McCormies as the Franks. Yeah, I mean, these are basically the same teams as last time, but we decided to change up all the colors. Why? Confused the heck out of me. Okay, so we have Chase. Luckily, I played this game, and so it helps me kind of keep track of who's who and colors and whatnot. Then we have Spencer as the Rootin' Tootins. Did I say what? Oh, Chase is as the Franks. Forgot about that. Then we have Spencer as the Rootin' Tootins and moi as the Gujaras. Actually, I think... Okay, so Jeff didn't go the Gujaras this game. I decided to go the Gujaras because, little known secret, Gujaras get 40% extra bonus damage for mounted units. So, and their camels and elephants get +4 melee armor. So not only are their camels pinky, but they do a lot of damage. They're like super anti-cavalry at that point. You just have to rock, paper, scissors them really well. Don't know how much that helps against the Goths, but I'm assuming their elephant archers also count as a mounted unit. And they're good against infantry, so I think that really helped against Tanner. Looking at the walls real quick, Tanner does not get great walls as the Goths, but I think Jono walls for him up into right here. So we got 5 minutes left. Look at the wall. The walls look good. I mean, this is going to be built. It's queued up. Jake always with the intense walling. Nice. Alright, so Jake is ready to go. Wow, Jake has got a labyrinth of a wall. Oh my word. That is nuts. I mean, the only way they can bypass that with just one wall, I mean, even if they go right here, that's still multiple walls. We got the trade. Trade's going up to right here. So we would have to attack like right here just to bypass all those freaking walls. My goodness, Jake. Alright, so let's see. We have 4 minutes left. Let's start to fast forward this. Taylor, like the man that he is, always has everybody a little bit everywhere. I think we were deciding originally to trade this way, and then we realized that it got cut short a little bit. This was all the way out here, so we decided that we're going to extend the trade this way. I was a little hesitant with how far away it was, but it worked out. Let's look at our wall situation. Alright, so this is looking good. I didn't wall all the way to the edge, but I had military buildings there, so I wasn't too worried about them cutting around that. Alright, so I'm building that as quick as I can. We have Spence over here. He's building his section of the wall. Looks good, looks good, looks good. They're going to finish that up. Looks good, looks good. Oh, treaty drop is up. Treaty drop is up. I've left that on fast forward. Oh, this looks good. Let's see where Jono actually ended this wall. Yeah, Jono ended the wall right here. Okay, so Tanner has cut. Oh, I totally missed the initial cut. Oh, it just finished. Okay, so Tanner just cut. He killed one of my onagers. I wasn't quite ready. I was still building military buildings. I had some here. I had some over here. What was this over here? Okay, are they gonna cut? Blah 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 blah. I don't think so. Alright, so Tanner's spewing in his ants. I'm building a lot of these archers. I have camels, which I was like, ugh, not the best unit to build, but I have the buildings and I need troops right now. So Tanner's coming in strong with the trebuchets. Um, who's backing me up? I think it was Spencer backing me up. Spencer did a really good job. Like, hey, focus the trebuchets. So he's always kept reminding me to focus on these guys. So that's what I was using the camels for. Once these elephant archers got massed, they were doing some big damage. They were holding off the infantry pretty well. Let's see. There was another cut somewhere. All right, so looks like this is Jeff. He's getting ready to go potentially in the middle. Jeff's got some troops over here. Jeff's got a little bit of people. We got people a little bit everywhere. Oh, okay. So this is Jake. Jake loves to cut. So Jake's getting ready over here. Doesn't seem like Taylor. I mean, we got a big chunk of the trade here, not the main part of the trade, but Taylor's got a few buildings here. Do they catch Taylor off guard? Because that is a lot of siege. Okay, so Taylor's over here. Originally, I was asking for help, just to kind of hold off until I can kind of mass troops. And at this point, I massed troops, and I was like, okay, I'm good, guys. You know, you guys can deviate. But we got Spencer being an awesome teammate. Taylor sending troops from basically across the map. Because I don't see Taylor with. Taylor's got a couple troops here. He doesn't have building. He's got buildings here. So that's how he's responding. Let's go back over here to Jake. Okay, so Jake has officially come through. He has eliminated the vision there. Here comes Taylor with all of his bombard cannons. It's not many, but it's some. Here's some cavalry that he had stationed here. Alright, so I think Taylor's gonna be somewhat well prepared. Jake probably could have cut around here. We'll see if that's what he ends up doing. Taylor's responding. He's gonna need some help here soon. His castle's not lasting very long. Jeff's over here. Let's go back over here. Alright, so now I have massed my elephant archers. They're plugging at the hole. Taylor's got cavalry over here. He's got House here waiting in case they break through. We have Jono. We have Tanner. I think at some point we see Jeff come over here as well. But this is looking pretty good over here. Going back to Jake. Alright, so it looks like Chase has come to help Taylor out. I think Jake, from what I saw on the third rewatch, Jake makes an excellent support player. Because he can mass these onagers super quick right off the get-go. But he typically does not have another troop mix with it, so if you can get a couple cavalry up on top of him, it just devastates. But when Jake is supported by somebody who can help protect those onagers from the early drop, it's devastating. Alright, so let's look over here. Alright, so Jeff has got these troops here. Tanner was trying to pull a sneaky. He cut here. Luckily Spencer noticed that. So I deviate some of my waypoint and some of my troops here to kind of plug this hole. Spencer doing an awesome job of that. Eventually I move these guys forward. So back over here to Jake. Alright, so Chase and Taylor have stopped the initial push by Jake. And Chase has plunged up into his military buildings. He's going to start taking those out. Jake does have multiple layers and layers and layers. So it's going to take a little while. You're not going to devastate him from that one cut. Let's see, we have John over here. He got some troops through. It looks like he's trying to just explore, but he's just finding more and more military buildings he's got to run through. Not going to find a hole in the wall, hopefully. Alright, so we got a good presence in each hole, starting to move forward, because archers will literally just like stay there. Slowly moving up. I think I tell Spencer, like, hey, you can deviate if you need to. Let's go to military view. There is a cut in the middle at some point by Jeff that Spencer's really going to have to deviate some troops to. Alrighty. Yeah, I think at this point I realize I got to start moving the guys forward instead of just staying there. Alright, go back over here. Okay, so Taylor and Chase are... Chase massed a really large group of paladins really quick. Alright, so Jake is trying his best. Jake is needing some help really big time because he's facing a 2v1. And even though he's got his labyrinth, all it does is just slow him down. This is a really good build right here. He's got wall, siege, wall. So until they blast through that wall, you know, these guys are going to have a heyday, which they are right now. But Taylor, unfortunately, has got these bombard cannons here, so that's not going to last too long. So there they go. There goes Chase. There goes Taylor. Jeff is now massed in the middle. He's getting ready to cut, but Jeff did send a few troops over here. John was over here. Tanner's still trying his best. I've now moved guys forward. They're killing, the archers are killing the ant army as fast as Tanner can build them. I only got these two guys. I needed to build a lot more bombard cannons. That would have been a lot quicker. Alright, let's see. So Jeff is still cutting. He's got troops there. He's got troops there. I think Jeff's thinking, hey, you know, everyone's distracted. I'm just going to go right down the middle. Unfortunately, he cuts right into all these castles. Let's see. Okay, so Taylor and Chase have now broken through 1, 2, 3 layers of wall. Jake has 4, 5 layers of wall. 6 layers of wall. Up until the trade. So Chase and Taylor are halfway through. I still don't see anybody has responded to help Jake. Poor Jake, fighting this 2v1 on his own. Doing such a good job with all these walls to slow him down, but just couldn't quite get the help. I'm taking all of Jono and Tanner's attention over here. Jeff is now in the middle. He's cutting through. I think he's trying to hopefully pull Chase or Taylor off. But I think all that happens is that he pulls Spencer off from over on my side. Yeah, there's a lot of military buildings to respond to Jeff over here. Going back over here. Okay, so I'm starting to get a couple more bombard cannons over here. This is just a lot slower push than I probably would have liked. Chase and Taylor are moving though. Okay, at this point they do see this horde. Man, just got a lot of bombard cannons. That many bombard cannons can make short work of buildings. Super quick. Alright, so Taylor has now seen that, so Taylor has kind of pivoted a little bit with his buildings here. Spencer's now starting to pivot. I was like, guys, you know, it's fine. I got enough mass over here. I'll be fine. Yeah, so it doesn't look like Jeff's cut. He doesn't have troops there for too long. Going back over here. Taylor's still over here, so Taylor again, 2 places at once. He's got a lot of siege, a lot of rams. They have now made it through 1, 2, 3, 4. They are working on their 5th layer of wall to get through. 5th layer of wall until Jake's main base. 6th layer of wall until the trade. Jake did not lose this game. He did as best as anyone could against a 2v1. Especially with all these labyrinths. I mean, he slowed these guys down so much. It took forever to get through all of it. Alright, so now we have Jeff. Jeff is now no longer on the offensive. We have Jono here with Jeff, but I mean, they're getting pushed back really heavily from Spencer. I'm almost through. The trade is all right here. About to get some troops in here into the trade. Alright, go, 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 go. Tanner's buildings. Tanner has stables as the Goths. That's interesting. I don't remember seeing any cavalry that he sent. Alright, so I have my camels here in the trade. We got a ton of people in here. Going back over here. Oh, they went around. How did that work? Oh, it was probably all the lumber camps. Okay. Alright, so now their chase is officially in the trade. They are in there. They are doing work. Looks like Jono is trying to help alleviate that. Jono's also here in the middle. Spencer is going right at the middle, the cut that Jeff made. I'm over here. I have a bunch of troops parked right in the middle of the trade. They're doing work. Yeah, this is not looking great for one side. We're going to go ahead and fast forward this just a little. 6 layers. 6 layers of walls that Taylor and Chase made it through. And there's Jake. Jake is like, I'm done. I gave him 6 points. 6 points of defense for them to get through. They busted through him. Jake did really well. A solid 2v1. I didn't see any other colors over there. Here in the middle, Spencer's he's steamrolling with the siege and the Teutonic Knights. And then yeah, I've decimated their trade over here on this side. Good game, guys. That was yeah, I couldn't quite win anywhere. A little bit hard, stretched a little too thin. Solid effort on Jeff's part for the cut. Just really unlucky placement. Just the cut was There was so many military buildings and castles able to respond. Let's look at the stats real quick. Let's see. So I did win the military score. However, I did not win any other score. Spencer did have the eco, the technology society, and so correction for Jeff. If Jeff watches this rewatch, I'm gonna have to text him. The game actually gave Spencer the MVP. He did get the highest total score. I only got the military score, so MVP technically goes to Spencer. To update the spreadsheet. Military had a really good KDA, most units killed by a lot, but that happens when you go against the Goths, so it's nothing surprising. Spencer had the least units killed, so he had a respectable KDA going against Jeff with paladins and bombard cannons, so that's very, very respectable. Buildings raised goes to Taylor with all those siege rams. Buildings lost, Spencer, Chase, and Jeff did not lose a single building. That's interesting. Largest army goes to Taylor, which makes sense because he's kind of everywhere. Ego, Tanner was the best fed. Jeff had the largest wood. Spencer was the most stoned, and he had the most gold by a lot. At least a lot by my standards. Chase also had a lot of gold. Looks like Chase sent the most resources, and he sent it to me. I think at some point I needed wood. Um, Trade profit goes to Chase. Yep. All right. So technology. I had the fast feudal. Spencer had the fast castle and imperial. Castles goes to Spencer. He did have a ton right where Jeff cut. He also took the relic gold, and he had the villager high of 270. Almost his entire pop was villagers at the time, which would make sense why he won the equal score. Good game, guys. Good game. Round 3, here we come.